Do you hear the bird song? I think it's beautiful. It's March. Loving the weather. I'm in my studio today and I'm going to glaze some tiny things. These are jewelry pieces that have been bisque fired. So it's stronger than what we call greenware, just when it's the clay that has dried out. So it's been bisque fired. And I'm setting them out to attach them to toothpicks. So this is wax resist. We use this in ceramics on bisque pieces. If you put wax on it, then the glaze will not stick to that area. I put a little hole. If you saw how I made these, there's a video that I show the stacking of the different colored clays. These are colored clays. That's all the way through the piece. So that's not a painted on design. It's colored clay. So when it's still wet, after I cut it out, shape it a little, I put a little hole. And that hole is to hold the toothpick. Now I can't do just this and glaze it. Because the glaze would get down in the hole. I will take it off the toothpick and put it on a little kiln-safe metal piece, but it's similar to this, to fire it. So I need this bit to not have any glaze. So this is what I do. Glaze on the toothpick. Kind of spread that out. And this is where I will attach the jewelry findings, the bail, and then leave it like that. When I put a bunch of them together, they look like little ships. And when it dries completely, when the wax dries, I'll be able to pick it up and move it around and dip it in the glaze. So my porcelain pieces are on toothpicks attached with wax resist that has hardened and helped to hold it in place. Next step is mix up some glaze. It's already mixed. I'm going to just put it back in suspension because it settles. And then dip these in glaze, let that dry, clean off the glaze, load the kiln, and I'll fire the kiln tomorrow. I'm excited. Can you hear the bird song? I'm about to disrupt the piece and use my electric drill. So this glaze has been sitting, took it inside over winter because we can't let it freeze. So it's been sitting at least 4 months. Look how terrible this is. Yeah. I'm going to need to add some water and it's going to take some time to mix that. That's what I'm going to do. It took 20 minutes to get it mixed. So now it's ready to dip the little pieces into the glaze, and I'll have to stop periodically and mix it again because this batch does not want to stay in suspension. It doesn't want to stay mixed. Do you want to see something fun in my studio floor? Let's see if I can find it. There. A kitty cat, long ago, stepped in wet cement. I think it's kitty cat feet, those two. And then this is glaze. But there, kitty cat feet. There, kitty cat feet. This concrete floor is good for pottery studio because it can be mopped. Can be, I have a shop vac, wet vac that I use. Cleans up really well. And the kitty feet make me smile. I almost forgot. I was about to start glazing, dipping in the glaze. My glaze is ready. I've got everything set up. And I remember I have to sand the pieces. I don't like this stage. So I have to sand. any little bumps off of the pendants and the earrings before I glaze them. To sand them, I have to wear a mask. Can you hear me? I've got these diamond core sanding pads that start at, what's that say, 1500 and go to, I think that says 60, 80. They're well used. They're wonderful. I won't use every one of the grits, but this is what I'll use to sand. I could get out my other heavy duty mask, but I'm not going to be making a lot of dust. Any clay dust is bad in your lungs. Okay, these pieces have already been sanded. Let me grab one. look at this. Aren't they cute? It was a lot of work just to get them on their little toothpicks with a little touch of wax. So I will, this is just an old bucket, sand over the bucket. Doesn't need a lot, but just to take off any rough edges. These have already been sanded. Sanded off, nice and smooth. Now, here we go. In the glaze. And this is just a piece of styrofoam. I have more in the house, so I'm going to have to go get more. So it will sit and dry on the styrofoam. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I kind of know what it should look like. I've used this glaze enough. I think they're going to be fine. I will have to go in later and smooth off any little bubbles, any drips, like see right here, where there's a drip right there. So that will be a little bit thicker. I'll need to smooth that off a little bit before putting it in the kiln.
If you get lost and you're taking this on video. If you get lost, it's going to be on video.